next week, and I will have trade rooms next week. We'll definitely do the API. And I'll look. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. It's only Wednesday. It's only Thursday. It's only Wednesday. So I don't usually start looking at the schedule. But I want to thank everybody for coming into the room. The new software is almost ready. Ran into a couple of minor snafus, nothing serious, but we want to get it right. It's very close, very close. And unfortunately, the natural gas chart, not as good as the crude oil chart for a reversal trade. If you get down to the low, here's my thinking, okay? Here's what I'm thinking. Should we get to this area with a drawdown, okay? With a drawdown that's not huge compared to what they're expecting. They're expecting 120 billion, negative 120 billion gas being used. So let's say it's negative 122, 124, and price gets down to the low of the day. I would buy that. I would take a risk, 20 tick risk. Okay. S2, I'm not that interested in. But low of the day, I like, if it gets there, depending on the news result. The problem up top for a reversal, if the high of the day is so far away, we're not going to get there. It's over 100 ticks away. You know, we could get to the PP and the 6 p.m. open. So if price got to this area up to 4 minutes after the trade, in this area here, I might consider a reversal there, okay? Because if it goes that high, gas will be tired. The current price is 2.668. 2.668. Kershid, you should have the correct data, right? Even if you're only doing sim. Are you on a demo account right now with NinjaTrader? Okay. I was just going to say that when they give you a free demo account, if they're still doing it for 2 weeks, they're supposed to give you live data. It should be live data. Okay. Now, just to give everybody a heads up, next year, we're going to have, I got you. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were new to Ninja or not. So good. Next year, I talked to my boss and he's going to increase the stop size on natural gas. Having a larger stop might have protected us on those two crazy trades from 3 weeks ago. We had two very, very fast natural gas trades that if you look at the one range chart, you can see that natural gas moved up and down in a way that the naked eye couldn't see. And one of the nice things of analysis is you can look at a one range chart, you know, after the trade's over, and you can really look and see what the move appeared to be. And you can adjust your stops. Okay. So next year being January, just a week away, week and a half, we're going to probably go to a bigger stop on the natural gas chart. Right now, I think we're using a stop of 10. And Jay's thinking of going to 15. And I don't argue that. It makes the trade obviously more higher risk, the regular weekly trade. But if it will prevent stops, because natural gas has been trading rather well since January for the whole year. Natural gas has been very manageable up until 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, we had a couple of very strange natural gas trades. We had two in a row. And what Jay came up with is a bigger stop would have protected us. And that's his job. His job is to do deep analysis on the report and help me in the setups in the room. I mean, that's how we we have a team. We try to work together as much as possible, and we do. So Jay is the boss. He's the owner. Jay and Eric. When I got here, Kershid, there was no trade room. There was no email tech support. It was a hobby 5 years ago. Honestly, it was a hobby. Well, Kershid, if you think about it, who's the boss? Kershid, think about it. Who really is the boss? If you think about it. I'm not bragging or trying to be a big shot, but I'm the one that does everything. So they generally listen to me. They generally listen to me, but sometimes Jay and I will have heated discussions about setups because sometimes, and this is where we sometimes disagree, sometimes analysis doesn't hold up compared to a live trade. So that's when I can get very heated. If I see a DMM come through and it says winner, when we know in the trade room it was not a winner, that's when we have heated discussions and we try to resolve it. We do try to resolve it. But everybody knows I'm the real boss. But I'm not, because I don't own the company. So ultimately, I get overridden. Right now I'm being told trade the reports. If I did not want to trade the reports, I could put up a fight and say, oh, no, I don't want to do it that way. And ultimately, we would reach a compromise and we'd find a way to make everybody happy. We're a small company and we're reasonable people. So it all works out in the end. The ultimate goal is what is best. What can I do that's going to help you the most? That's my goal. I don't care about me. I don't have much of an ego. At this point, if I have a bad trade, I leave it behind. I might talk about it during the day. It might bug me for a couple hours, only because I'm always looking to do better for you. Anyway. Anyway, this is something I love, so it's not a question of boss, not the boss. For me, it's a question of how can I continue and try to get better all the time, constantly. That's the thing about trading. You never stop learning. You never stop trying to get better. The markets never stop changing. So it's not a thing where you go, okay, I got it. I'm done learning. I got it. I figured it out. It doesn't work that way. And that's what I love about it. I love the fact that it's constantly challenging and changing, and it keeps you on your toes. That's for sure. Keeps you awake. I'm looking for last week's DMM for natural gas. So I'm looking for 1217-ish. The natural gas DMM. Let's see. Here it is, 1216. So our most recent DMM for natural gas would have been Thursday, 1217. So keep in mind our stop is going to get bigger next year. Okay. Next year, it's going to get bigger. Am I going to do it today? It's not officially bigger yet. So I think I'm going to leave it. And we don't have a report today, so I'm trading in my test account anyway. No report, test account. All right. Last week was a winner. Last week was a winner. Let me show you the trade. The 2 weeks before, I got stopped. Let's look at last week. Natural gas, give me 1 second. Tomorrow, the markets close early, and there's really no news worth trading. It's like I told you, they moved durable goods from tomorrow to today. They moved Thursday jobless claims from tomorrow to today. So pretty much, the markets close early tomorrow. Discretionary traders can trade tomorrow. I mean, discretionary is discretionary. That's why it's called discretionary. You could trade any day you want. I don't think it matters. I think if you have a good system and good setups, it really doesn't matter when you trade for discretionary traders, Fridays or Mondays. I don't think it matters. Okay, this was last week's. I was up $37 before last week's natural gas. And it gave me 18 ticks. It was a perfect natural gas trade last week. Perfect. Perfect. Here's a slightly longer version of it. Now you have a good area there. I'd reverse that. That would be a good reversal. Just based on the huge candle. Very, very big candle, which we don't see a candle quite that big normally. And the offset was only 2 billion. But keep in mind, natural gas offsets are much smaller than they used to be. Okay. I missed that reversal. I missed it. Just, it is what it is. I missed it. But I got the main trade. I got the main trade. All right. The week before, let me show you the two difficult trades. 12.3 and 12.10 were my problem children. See, it looked like a great trade, but if you look at the one range chart on that trade, what happened is natural gas actually went up and down. It did not go straight down, and that's what caused the stop. Okay, it did not go straight down. That's what caused the stop. And you can't see it with the naked eye. You had to have looked with a one range chart. A one range chart is the type of chart, if you go to data series, change to a range, put the value on 1, apply it, and okay it, and you can see every tick on a one range chart. Every little tick. That's the chart to do deep analysis. If you don't understand why you got stopped out, look at a one range chart, and that will show you. That will show you. Okay? It really will. Let me see if I have 12.10. I don't know why I don't have 12.10. Natural gas 12.10. Where the heck is it? Give me 1 second. Got it. So natural gas 1210 was also a very fast, could not see it with the naked eye type of trade. Good reversal, though, to try at the high of the day. Did it work? Maybe not. 92, 22 would be the stop. And the reason it didn't work, very big offset. Too big. Too big. Okay? The offset was too big. 8 billion. That is a lot for natural gas. 2 billion you could risk. 8 billion, way too much for natural gas. All right? Did not work. So this is not as good a chart as oil for reversal today. The breakout, it's a bracket of 5, one target for 5 ticks, one target for 11, a stop of 10, entry time. Now today is an unusual time, right? Unusual time today. So you got to go 11, 59, 59, okay? 11, 59, 59. Normally our time would be 11, would be 10, 29, 59. So if it's a 12 o'clock, we're just doing a similar. And it's a breakout trade. I'm going to trade it. Oil, behaved pretty normally. Jaquan felt it was a little bit weird. I mean, it was quieter, if anything. Now, the only thing that I might hesitate here is mixed volume. But we've been finding that mixed volume doesn't seem to matter these days like it used to. Doesn't seem to matter like it used to. Natural gas breakout. Double check my time before I put my strategy on. Double checking my time. Entry time is 11, 59, 59, 1 minute before 12 p.m., 12 in the afternoon. Remember, I said trade the 2 contract, especially if you're AMP cleared. I am AMP cleared. I'm going to record this. If people stick around, we can go over next week's preliminary schedule. I could look at the calendars with you if you want to stick around, or if anybody wants to ask me any questions. This is our last trade room till next week. I'm going to set up a reversal I'm not really anticipating a reversal on natural gas today. The chart, it just doesn't lend itself as well as it has in the past. If we get one, I'll take it, but I'm not really expecting it. So I'll put one contract, I'll put a target of 20 ticks. I'll put a stop of 18, so I'll risk $180 on the reversal. I don't need to put a time on it. I just need to choose reversal trade. And then I want to label it. I'm going to trade it for real. I'll label it REV, natural gas. The reason I label it, everybody knows, but just if you're new. So if you look at the control panel, we can see if I need to cancel my reversal trade, which gives me my buttons, I just click, I can see that I'm canceling the right trade. Reversal. Uncheck the enabled button and you cancel your trade. Okay. That's what cancels the trade. So what you want to see is like a drawdown of 118, negative 118, and price get to the low. That would be perfect. That would be a perfect trade for a perfect reversal. But will we get all the way up to the PP? It's almost 60 ticks away. I don't anticipate it, folks. I really don't anticipate it. Okay? Not expected. Let's check our time and our sync. How do we do that? By going to the website, time.is. Time is exact. Sync is looking good. Go to the website, time.is, to put yourself in sync. And I'm looking to see if we're streaming this, right? Yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when we have our next trades. So natural gas, 12.17 or 12.16, the last trade was a stop for me. 12.17. Sorry, 12.17 was a winner. Last week was a winner. The week before was a stop. Last week was a winning natural gas trade. Here's a picture one more time of the trade. That would have been 12.16. 12.17, Thursday. Natural gas. Nice solid move. Big burst. Big burst. Hard to get into a reversal because look how far it went, right? That was not so easy to get into the reversal. Not if you were trading the breakout also. Okay. Not if you were trading the breakout as well. Anybody trading with me or mostly watching this morning? So I'd like to see like a 2 billion offset, like negative 122, negative 122. The setup I'm using is a bracket of 5. You're not going to be able to see it well. Bracket of 5, one target for 5 ticks, one target for 11 ticks, a stop of 10, and an entry of 11:59.59. On my reversal trade, one target for 20 ticks with a stop of 18. And that's if I take it. I don't have to take that unless I want to. Depending on how natural gas moves, that'll determine whether or not I want to take it. I mean, normally we get a good move on natural gas. We've been seeing good moves on the reports. I'm not really recommending that people trade this time of year. You know, yesterday was probably the last good day of the week for trading. I mean, the natural gas report generally has impact. That's why I'm willing to trade it. And also, natural gas has been trading well all year. Next week, if you stick around, we'll take a look at the calendars. I have Financial Juice Pro in the background. They'll tell us what the result is if we don't see it on investing.com. So if price gets down to the low of the day, depending on what the news is, it might be tradable. Seven seconds. All right, made $100. It's a little bit too big of a drawdown, folks. It's a little bit too big of a drawdown. I don't want to go long here. It's 8 billion. Remember I said 8 billion. See why I didn't want to go long there? Too big of a drawdown. Okay. But we got a normal reaction. 8 billion's just a little bit much. I'm putting the reversal in sim and I'm changing my strategy into sim. And because I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last week. So if my strategy is in sim, I can still trade the reversal. And I'm late. I'm definitely late, but here's my reversal based off the candle move and creating a new low. That's all I'm trading it on. I made $100. Made 100 real dollars on the breakout. Perfectly happy to have a final trade with $100. It was in my test account, so it's not going to show up on our statement. But a trade's a trade's a trade. It's still a real trade. So let's see if you have an 8 billion difference in how much gas was used. Okay, it was 8 billion less. 8 billion less. So there's more around. There's more around, and that's a lot. That's a lot for natural gas, and that's why I was not willing to take the reversal. It might work. It might work, but I wanted to use the news result to help me. I used the news result to help me. And it is struggling. It is struggling. Okay. And natural gas is really negative today. It's down 120 ticks. You know, a big portion of that is from the news result today. Okay. But you could see the reversal is not finding legs. It's not finding legs. I was late also. I was late because I wanted to make sure it was in sim. If I wasn't late, maybe I could have had $30 profit. It was not a great chart for a reversal. How did everybody else do who traded live? Who made money that traded live? Fred, did you make a few bucks? Beautiful. Fred made 160 bucks on 2 contracts. Send me a picture, Fred. And like I said, I did not have faith in that reversal to take it live today, so I didn't. I did not. But natural gas is trading well. You can't ignore the way natural gas has been trading. It's been trading great. I'm happy to make $100 on my last trade before Christmas. That's an okay Christmas present. Okay, so you want to use the news to help you. Absolutely use the news to help you. What do you say we take a look at the video? Chantal, how much slippage was there? Would you take a look? See how much slippage there was? And I'll show everybody the video. Okay, here's the video. So I'll leave my trade on. I'm in sim. I'm not worried about it. Here's the trade. Now, remember what I said, how I'm not worrying about mixed volume anymore? Brian, I don't know if you're listening. I think we can forget about mixed volume on natural gas. It just doesn't matter anymore. So here's the trade. Very nice trade. I thought it was going to reverse, so I moved my second target, or I would have made a little bit more money. It looked like it was going to reverse. I would have made my 150. But 5 ticks of slippage, KW. 5 ticks of slippage. I'm perfectly happy to make a $100 Christmas present. Remember what I said all week, folks. It's been working all week. It's been working all month. If you watch our last video where we made a video where we were down in our account under 14,000 in November, and by trading more targeted, we're now up over 15. Okay. And that's the way that I've been trading for the past weeks. Targeted, targeted, targeted. Take the trades that give you the best opportunity to make a profit. It's really simple. You don't have to trade the trades that you have doubt about. Just don't trade them. Just don't trade them. If you only trade 5 times a month and you make $2,000, isn't that better than trading 20 times a month and making $100 or losing 300? You don't need to trade 30 times. You have to accept the fact that maybe some weeks you'll only trade once or twice. And think of all the time you save. You don't have to watch the charts for 18 hours either. So folks, final reminder. Can I give you a final reminder? Buy the lifetime license. Come on. I think we've proved ourselves over the years. We're here since 2013, right? I'm here since 2013. I'm here since 2015. That's when I started. Okay. That's when I started. Let me just show you the one slide. Okay. $497 for a lifetime license. You know I don't sell in the room. You saw me make money. Trade less, make more money. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Trade less, make more money. All right. GetJobbNow.com. GetJobbNow.com. So the reversal just not happening, not working. It's trying. Shrink your stop, shrink your target. You know, try to get out with a tiny profit if you can. Try not to lose money on it. See what the squeeze is doing. The squeeze on the 30-second chart is giving you permission to stay in the trade. The direction and the momentum has changed to the upside. Price action is not really helping you though. So you don't want to hang around very long because price action is not working. Paul, we do not use limit orders, Paul, almost never, because on fast trades, the market will it'll jump over limit orders. Okay. ETA on the new version is 5 days or so, Nestor. 5 days or so. Okay. Really close. Really close. But real easy to overwrite one version to the next. Very easy to overwrite one version to the next. So you could download the current version, and it takes 1 minute to install the new one. And then, Paul, to answer your question with a little more depth, we've discovered over the years that if you use limit orders on fast, fantastic, profitable trades, many of those trades will not get taken because you'll miss the order. Your order won't get filled with a limit order. The market will jump over it. So we use market orders. There are trades we used to use a limit order, but not anymore. We don't have any trades anymore where we do. And it's really because we discovered that they just, too many opportunities are lost. Okay. That's all. All right. Let's look at the calendars for next week. So the reversal, I told you why I wouldn't take this reversal. No regrets. No regrets at all. It would not necessarily have been a winner. I certainly would not have taken it the way I did in Sim. I was not fooling around, but I was changing from Sim to live, live to Sim. Our real trade was a profit of $100. Nothing wrong with that. The day before Christmas with matching volume, right? Nothing wrong with that. Let's look at the calendars real quick, get an idea what's going to happen next week. Let me put my chart in Sim so I don't accidentally enter a trade. So if you look at next week, New Year's week, Sunday night, I'm not going to trade. No one's home, even if there was a trade. So I'm interested in Chicago PMI on Wednesday, all right? Because that trade's been working. We'll trade crude. We'll trade the API on Tuesday. It's not on this calendar. I'll show it to you. Now, on Wednesday, I will not trade the Chinese news, manufacturing, non-manufacturing, because it's the day before New Year's. And I think it'll be very, very quiet. Okay. So I could see Chicago PMI, API, natural gas, and crude next week. That's what I see. Now, if we go to another calendar, investing.com, look for next week. Now, Monday, there's nothing happening. No surprise there. It's a holiday still in a lot of countries, Boxing Day. I thought it was Boxer, but it's not. This report already took place. This is an error on the calendar. It took place yesterday. Okay. Investing.com has been error ridden lately. Really sloppy. Really sloppy. Chicago PMI, yes. Next week's going to be very quiet, folks. Very quiet. And API and natural gas, and that's about it. Maybe 4 trades next week. Maybe 4 trades. Okay. That's all that's going on. And then we get going with a blast off of the first week of January. You know, you got the jobs report, you got all the good trades, all the good trades. All right. Any last questions, folks, before I wish everybody a Merry Christmas? Any last questions? I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Have an awesome, safe holiday with your family, friends, loved ones, however you do it. Looking forward to seeing everybody next week for a couple of trade rooms just to keep our feet wet, right? We'll keep our feet wet just with a little bit of action next week. Everybody stay safe, have beautiful holidays, and I'll see everybody next week. You know where. I'll see you in the trade room. Take care, everybody. And thank you so much for giving me your time. Bye-bye, folks.